Hey guys, this is Epic5105 and today we'll be playing what? Oh, never mind. So we'll be taking a look at the Type 58, which is the Tier 6 Chinese tank, medium tank. It features the iconic 85mm of the T-34-85. However, if you compare it just now, you'll find that it's a lot more shorter. It's a lot more shorter than the Russian 85mm gun. So, and in fact it is pretty different. It has less pen, I believe. However, everything else seems to be very similar. The interesting thing about this is that on the stock turret, there's only one cupola. However, on the top turret, there are two cupolas, which make it so much harder to hold down. Your turret is decent. You can get bounces on this tank. In no means is its armor profile better. In fact, its tier 5 variant has a better hull, but you can get bounces, especially against the medium tanks, which don't have as good pen. So let's take a look at two replays, which show that the tank, these are some of the first few replays first few games I played. And they were good. This is, I believe, the 5th game I played in the Type 58, and I did pretty well. I mean, unlike the MT25, you have decent armor. That front angled plane, you can get that angle just like the Tiger, at like 10 degrees. You can use the side to side scrape. We're gonna see. Not exactly the greatest side armor, however, it does work against tier 5s. The turret is pretty strong. You have the two angled cheeks, which are auto bounces, and yeah, the tank's armor might not be the best, but it doesn't need to be because it is a medium tank. You just try not to get shot. You take a shot, you pull back, and yeah. So I spot the Excelsior. I'm gonna switch to APCR, but don't want to take the shot yet. So I was thinking about pushing with the Heavies, but seeing the VK36.01 Henshaw by himself, I do want to go and get a shot on the tanks, which will be tempted to try and get shots on the VK36. So I see the KV-1S and the Rudolph and the Excelsior again. Hopefully I can get a shot on the Excelsior. I'm not going to go for the HE on the top, so I'm going to put a nice APCR through his turret, somehow destroying his turret as I put an APCR through his trap, which is interesting damage model there, Wargaming. So I do get a bounce on the side. You can sidescape with this if you're very lucky. Now I'm going to use the attack kits. Because it's a new tank, I haven't outfitted it with the 2 attack kits, so I do need to do that. I am going to waste a couple APCR on him. Will I? You know what? I'm going to focus on the Jackson for now, because we do know that the Jackson does have pretty strong armor. And okay, I'm gonna just take a shot. No idea how that ends, but we do outtrade the Jackson, and that's what I love about this tank is the gun. It has an 85mm gun, and that allows you to deal a lot more damage than your opponents, especially the medium tanks. It's around 200 damage per shot, which coupled with the 7.6 second reload isn't all that bad. Can we get that shot? Can we get a shot on the SU-85? Hopefully. Oh, okay, you can see the dispersion on Chinese tanks is pretty bad, and the accuracy isn't exactly the greatest. We'll take a deeper look at the stats later on. So I do see the KV-1S, but I don't want to go for it yet. I do want to focus on the Rudolph because it is, you know what, I'll go for the SU set because it does have a decent gun, and he was on a lower hit point pool. So we do get rid of one tank, and 3 minutes in, it's almost it's almost the entire enemy team down. So I am going to put a shot into the side of the Rudolph for 170. And yeah, his cover isn't exactly the greatest. The Rudolph is getting wrecked. And this is what I mean. You have to have a spot which you can pull back and shoot and pull back so you're in cover. Because this tank doesn't have the greatest reload of all the mediums, and it doesn't have the greatest DPM either. So that means against other mediums like the combo, you can't get outraded. But it does have that alpha, so I can just go in, peek, and bang, he's dead. So now there's only 2 tanks left in the battle. 3 minutes left, so I can go and chase them. Don't focus on the cap right now. I am going to go for the KV1S, but I'm pretty reluctant because, you know, big 122mm gun, everyone's scared of that. Bang, and now Wolverine in front of me would be dead. So, but I see he's using the stock gun, or it looks like the stock gun, so I am going to go for it. RMG there. I do get hit by the T-34, but I do spot him. And look at that, I bounced from the KV1S. And I am going to try and get a shot on the T-34. Oh, okay, that was kind of sad, man. The Wolverine, hopefully to get a shot in. The KV2 puts a 358 shell in. And I do set him on fire, uses the fire extinguisher. And yep, he's practically giving up, which is managed to kill. So this is the mobility. I mean, for 43 kilometers back to stand, 34, 36, 37, 39, 40. It's no means a slow tank. It's a very fast tank. I can quite easily get a shot on the tank. However, this gun also has a pretty bad gun depression, which we will be able to see, hopefully. Yeah, you can see kind of bad gun depression, but still managed to work that ridgeline over there. So that was the first battle. We got a nice 1.6k damage, almost 1.7k, and a mastery badge too. Not a lot of people play the Chinese line. It's very underrated. So if you want masteries, go play the Chinese line. Now let's take a look at the Type 58 battle in Falls Creek. So we do have a pretty heavy concentric team. However, the enemy is a bit more medium concentric. So I am going to push the medium one. So we have a Comet, who does help me a lot. The STRV-74, and we should, against the several mediums which are there, we should be able to. If you can, try not to push heavy line, because your gun doesn't have exactly the greatest pen. You can see we struggle against the Excelsior Tier 5. So of course, when you go against tanks in Tier 6, it's Tier 6, especially heavy tanks in Tier 6, and we can see it's a Tier 7 match. So if that T-29 on the enemy team, the Black Prince, they can cut through me as if I was butter. So don't push heavy if you can, because heavy route in this tank, yeah, not exactly the greatest armor profile. However, against mediums, it still struggles, especially against the Tier 7 mediums and lights. However, you can quite easily pen them in return. So you can, like I said, you have a pretty nice alpha, and supported by your teammates, which you can deal a lot of damage. The Bulldog is going to stay there. Hopefully, the Comet will help. Yes, the Comet does help. You should be able to do a bit of damage to the Bulldog, and you can see the gun depression not exactly doing the greatest. I have to go forward a bit more, and he is using the autoloader gun, so I already lost 400 on metric points, which is not looking too good. Luckily, the Comet shoots first, and I managed to get the kill on the Bulldog. We spot the STRV-74 over there, and we do manage to track him for our team to do a bit more damage on, and hopefully I can get the kill. Yes, I do manage to get ricochet on his, I think it was the angled plate, which then ricocheted right up into his weak spot. So armor isn't exactly, pen isn't exactly the greatest. As you can see, still struggles with the side of the T-29 turret. I am going to push a bit more aggressively now. I do accidentally knock the Comet out, do a hit maneuver on the Comet. Sorry for that, Comet. It's pretty much a win for us now. It's a 4v7, and if I can, I do really want to get a shot on the Black Prince. Bang, for 199. Another thing this gun is, it doesn't low roll that much either. I mean, the lowest I've got so far in the gun is like around 160 alpha. But okay, so that was I think it was stopped by his track guard, which is annoying. But we do manage to knock out the lead. We do manage to get to the position pretty quickly. Can't get the HE off in the SU-101. The dispersion kind of failing me there. I do want to go for the HE, but at the same time, I'm going to go for AP. Yeah, I think HE would have been a better idea, but never mind. So we are winning on cap points, and I don't want to push too aggressive because I cannot defeat the T-29 just by myself. And we do manage to pull off the win. on cap points. So that's my first impression of the Type 58 Master Badge 3. It's a pretty good tank. I mean, it has most aspects in it. I still have yet to get the engine. I do want to go for the IS-2 to get the guns, and then go on the T-34-1 to get the beautiful T-32-42. And yeah, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. This is Epic5105. Thanks for watching.